Unai Emery's first game as Arsenal boss couldn't have gone much better with his men thumping Boreham Wood 8-0 at Meadow Park. The Spaniard named a mixture of first-team regulars and youth stars in his starting side, as well as handing a start to summer signing Sokratis. The Gunners raced into the lead early on when Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang curled home a brilliant finish from the edge of the box. Aubameyang then doubled the visitors' lead with a header, before scoring a hat-trick inside 20 minutes from the penalty spot. Reiss Nelson made it 5, chesting a cross down in the box and superbly volleying in off the bar. Arsenal then made it 5 before half-time, when Alexandre Lacazette latched onto an Aubameyang through ball to finish neatly. Despite Emery naming an entirely different Cech in the second half, Arsenal continued to dominate. Nketiah poked home Lucas Perez's cross before Jeff Reine-Adelaide scored brilliantly from distance. Henrikh Mkhitaryan wrapped up the win for the Gunners with a tidy finish. There was also some action for new boy Matteo Guendouzi, who came on for the final 20 minutes. Relive all the action below. Arsenal first half: Cech, Bellerin, Sokratis, Mavropanos, Osei-Tutu, Maitland-Niles, Willock, Smith-Rowe, Nelson, Aubameyang. Lacazette Arsenal second half: Martinez, Jenkinson, Chambers, Holding, Mustafi, Kolasinac, Ramsey, Reine-Adelaide, Mkhitaryan, Perez, NketiahKey EventsFull-time. Arsenal 8-0 Boreham Wood16 48 GOAL. Arsenal 8-0 Boreham Wood NketiahRyan 1637 GOAL. Arsenal 7-0 Boreham Wood Reiss-Nelson 1629 GOAL. Arsenal 6-0 Boreham Wood Nketiah 1609 halftime. Arsenal 5-0 Boreham Wood15 47 1750. Arsenal player ratings. Read Arsenal's player ratings in full here. 1723 looks like they loved it. 2.1723 Emery's plans for Ozil Talking. Prior to the friendly, Unai Emery discussed how he hoped his new way can get the best out of Mesut Ozil. New Arsenal boss Emery has inherited the task his predecessor Arsene Wenger was unable to solve, of getting the best out of one-time £42. 5 meters record signing Ozil on a consistent basis. His hopes have not been helped by the fact playmaker Ozil will return to Arsenal on a downer after a nightmare World Cup. Ozil, 29, was singled out as one of Germany's scapegoats after their embarrassing group stage exit. Full story here. 1703 talking points. Arsenal blew away Boreham Wood in what was Emery's first game in charge. So much happened in the clash, but we whittled it down to just 5 points. Smith-Rowe, Aubameyang's partnership with Lacazette and Sokratis' debut all feature. Read the story in full here. 1648 EVENTFull-time. Arsenal 8-0 Boreham Wood. What a superb start for Emery. 5 goals in the first half and 3 in the second. An emphatic display. The friendly will also give the new Gunners boss plenty of food for thought. There were plenty of brilliant performances and plenty of stars missing. But he'll have plenty of time to think it over, as Arsenal's next game isn't for another 12 days. The Gunners face Atletico Madrid at the Singapore National Stadium on July 26. 1637 KY EVENTFull. Arsenal 8-0 Boreham Wood Nketiah Kolasinac bursts down the left and his through ball somehow finds Mkhitaryan. The Armenian finishes neatly into the bottom right corner. 16:36 Matteo Guendouzi comes on. Reine-Adelaide has been rewarded for his fine goal by being replaced by Matteo Guendouzi. Let's see what Arsenal's new recruit can do. 16:29 NketiahKey EventsFull-time. Arsenal 7-0 Boreham Wood. Reine-Adelaide Jeff Reine-Adelaide picks the ball up in the opposing half and dribbles forward, unchallenged. The 20-year-old lets rip from distances and watches his effort find the bottom left corner. A sweet strike. 16:27 disallowed goal for Arsenal. Ramsey finishes neatly, but the goal is disallowed after he controlled the ball with his arm. 16:23 that final pass. The final regular pass is the only thing letting Arsenal down at the moment. Emery's men are utterly dominant but keep failing at the final hurdle. There have been several overhit balls and a few that have been intercepted. Again Arsenal threaten, but their latest attempt is saved. 16:15 Arsenal continue to threaten. It may be a different side on the pitch, but Arsenal are continuing to threaten. A shot is saved before finding its way to Mkhitaryan on the edge of the box. The Armenian passes to Kolasinac, whose shot is deflected wide for a corner. The set piece, however, comes to nothing. 16:09 NketiahKey EventsFull-time. Arsenal 6-0 Boreham Wood Nketiah, and it comes from the left once again. Forgotten man Lucas Perez is fed in and produces a brilliant first-time cross. Nketiah is sharper than Boreham Wood's defenders and is on hand to poke home. 16:08 Captain Aaron Ramsey has been handed the captain's armband for the second half. A decision many fans would like to see be made permanent. 16:04 PEEEP. Back underway. How will this new side fare against Boreham Wood? 16:03 second half. Zaya as expected. Emery makes wholesale changes to the Arsenal team. Here's the team playing in the second half. Martinez, Jenkinson, Chambers, Holding, Mustafi, Kolasinac, Ramsey, Reine-Adelaide, Mkhitaryan, Perez, Nketiah. 1600 hours Arsenal's first half in PICTURES 15:50. Aubameyang speaks. Arsenal's hat-trick hero speaks at halftime. 15:47 NketiahKey EventsFull-time. Arsenal 5-0 Boreham Wood. Blimey. What a first half for Emery. The Emery effect, some might say. It should have actually been 6 just prior to halftime, but Boreham Wood somehow survived a goal-mouth scramble. I suspect we shall see plenty of change at halftime. 15:41 NketiahKey EventsFull-time. Arsenal 5-0 Boreham Wood. Lacazette ended as 5. The goal comes from a devastating counter-attack from the visitors. Boreham Wood's best movement of the match is desperately cleared by a Gunners defender. Aubameyang uses his pace to great effect and sprints onto it down the left wing. Arsenal's January recruit then slides in Lacazette, who, for some reason, has acres of space. Lacazette finishes neatly into the far corner. 15:40 and it should be 5. Lacazette is put through on goal. Instead of trying to find the far corner, the Frenchman unselfishly squares the ball. But it goes to no one. Another wasted chance for Arsenal. 15:37 NketiahKey EventsFull-time. Arsenal 4-0 Boreham Wood. Nelson Bellerin plays in countryman Lacazette. The striker finds Nelson in the box with a cross, but he still has a lot of work to do. The young talent controls the ball on his chest before volleying in off the bar. Cracking finish. 15:36 it should for brilliant work from Smith-Rowe down the left, sees him dribble the ball from his own half into the opposing third. The 17-year-old could have gone down under a bad challenge, but stayed on his feet and charged forward. He fed in Aubameyang, who only needed to square it to Lacazette to make it 4. But the Gabon striker completely overhit his cross and wasted a glorious opportunity. 15:29 drinks break. Play briefly stopped, so players from both sides could have a quick drink of water. It's hot out there, you know. Play has resumed once again. 15:28 the hosts go close. Boreham Wood finally get a chance of their own. Cech fails to gather a ball in, and it breaks loose. The resulting shot is blocked and goes out for a corner. The set piece is dealt with comfortably. 15:18 Nketiah EVENTFull. Arsenal 3-0 Boreham Wood. Aubameyang about that cricket score. A brilliant 1-2 with Lacazette and Reiss Nelson sees the latter brought down. The referee immediately points to the spot. Aubameyang steps up and smashes the ball into the roof of the goal. Impressive! The Gabon striker has a hat-trick inside the first 20 minutes. 15-17 Arsenal penalty. Reiss Nelson is brought down in the area. 15-14 Arsenal dominating. We're only 13 minutes in. This could be a cricket score. After a shaky first minute, Arsenal have gone on to utterly dominate this friendly. As you would expect, Boreham Wood just can't seem to handle pace of the visitors' play. 15-10 Nketiah EVENTFull. Arsenal 2-0 Boreham Wood. Aubameyang some brilliant work down the right from Maitland-Niles, sees Arsenal find some room. His cross finds Aubameyang in the back post, who nods in for his and Arsenal's second of pre-season. 15:08 Nketiah EVENTFull. Arsenal 1-0 Boreham Wood. Aubameyang gets Arsenal's first game off to a flyer. The striker has the ball on the edge of the box and curls it in top corner. A 15:07 huge chance for Arsenal. Brilliant work from Lacazette, sees him roast a defender on the left flank. The Frenchman cuts and passes to strike partner Aubameyang. The Gabon striker looks certain to score, but his shot is blocked by some brilliant defending.